The legal battle between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife isn't going away anytime soon. Amber Heard planning to appeal the blockbuster verdict that found her liable for defaming Depp, who is seen here living it up in Britain while mingling with his adoring fans. Amber's attorney revealing the actress won't be able to pony up and is complaining about the process.
Are you stunned that the jury essentially rejected her story?
A number of things were allowed in this court that should not have been allowed, and it caused the jury to be confused.
Does your client want to appeal?
Oh, absolutely, and she has some excellent grounds for it.
Is she able to pay a $10.4 million judgment?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
All right, Judge, what happens now?
Okay, so the attorney says that she's going to appeal. I don't know what she's going to appeal about. This attorney is talking about the fact that there was evidence admitted that shouldn't have been admitted. Let's hope she made a record for appeal. But one of the things she's complaining about is the social media and how that influenced the jury. Well, every jury is informed that they cannot consider newspapers or what people say or social media in determining what their verdict is going to be. I suspect that she'll appeal. I don't know if she has the money to appeal, but at the same time, if she doesn't have the money, any future wages she gets will be garnished. There's a judgment against her. It's a legitimate judgment. If there is an appeal, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean if she wins that there'll be a new trial. I think the evidence was overwhelming on the part of Johnny Depp, the plaintiff in this case. She was overwhelmingly seen as a liar and not a credible witness. And in the end, I think that, it's kind of interesting that she says, I don't have money, when she just bought a house.
Right.
She just insisted on living in 3 penthouses she and her girlfriends that Johnny Depp owns. She was a taker, and we'll see what happens.
Good.
But what she did, the one thing that she did was she hurt battered women. Mm-hmm. She hurt the women coming forward. And, she talks about how, that she felt the wrath of society. No, you created a wrath that wasn't there because you tried to ride on the wings of battered women.
Ride on the wings of battered women. Jessica,
is that a metal
good
song?
Point. Where did the money go? Didn't Johnny just give her millions and millions of dollars when they got divorced?
Well, people who live these kinds of lifestyles can blow through money very quickly, and they also have a very warped sense of what their standard of living should be. This happens all the time in divorce cases where you hear whoever is asking for alimony says, well, yeah, no, I obviously need 60 grand a month because these are the things that I do. And it's like, well, you don't do the job that does the thing. Yeah. Just to piggyback on the judge's point about what happened to battered women, I was reading a lot of coverage of this last night from left-wing and right-wing sources, and this was a concern for every single person that was writing about the issue, whether they actually believed Amber Heard or not. And they just said that this put the idea of calling into question, or that people fake these kinds of things so blatantly all over our televisions, that it's going to have a really negative effect long-term on true survivors of domestic violence who have a right to take people to court over things like this.
Do you think Johnny will garnish her wages, or do you think there will not be any wages to garnish?
I don't know what the garnishing will look like. I'm not sure. I was thinking about the lead up to this and whether she's thinking it was worth it. Like, a publicist tried to get her on the Me Too train, on the Time's Up PR agency that Hollywood put together during the Me Too movement. They turned it into this whole red carpet event. Everybody was getting in on it.
Always
the ACLU pushed her into the Washington Post. Not this isn't her fault, but pushed her into the Washington Post op-ed, which they now put an editor's note on. So this was a matter of jumping on the bandwagon for attention, and it didn't end up going very well for her.
Greg?
You bring up the Washington Post, and that, to me, would be the ideal next step, is that Depp should sue the Washington Post. I mean, I'm glad that he got his day in court, but not everyone has, Depp pockets.
Oh.
Thank you. I wonder how many pieces have been run in the Washington Post that were just as falsely malicious, but no one had the power or the finances to fight them. So he has the power to put up his dukes. And you got to wonder, how much of input did the Washington Post have? It's clear she didn't write the piece. Allegedly, she didn't write it. ACLU claimed that somebody had put it together. But, I'm sure the Washington Post was happy to get it. Maybe they helped her. Why didn't they name Depp? Because they knew they didn't have to. It was going to be obvious. So it seems to me they're getting away with it. And they got deeper pockets than Amber Heard. So it would be really nice to see a Nick Sandman type move, And then Depp can play Nick Sandman in the Nick Sandman movie.
Once I get Depp pockets, I'm going to sue the Washington Post.
I'm going to sue you.
You can't sue me.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Oh, I've got pictures.
Oh, those were private, Greg.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.